Hello. Wait, why did music stop? Wait, why did music stop? There you go. Hello, yes,
Just
hi
music
guys.
stop. Hi everyone.
Um, technically it's not a Wednesday in my time, but it's Wednesday in Yan's time, so it still counts as
Hey.
recap Wednesdays. Totally am not using time zones or anything. Not if you need. It's almost 1 in the morning in our time zone, so go to bed. It's
Oh,
Wednesday morning here. Yeah, so it's Wednesday. It's still Wednesday, guys. It's not Thursday. Go to bed, Nak. I'll see you on Saturday for Fallout. I'll see you on Saturday. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. This is not your usual recap Wednesdays where I talk about the things I played and the things I ran. We're just doing a deep dive into a potential campaign that I'll be running based off Limbus Company. And I'm so glad that Dr. Rocketface got into Limbus. Woo! Like he streamed it yesterday. It was super fun. I think he got
yay.
through the prologue and the parts of chapter one. I'm really happy he got the book references. Of course. Is this going to be spoilers for Limbus? Definitely,
Not
because we're kind of doing. I will
yet.
say it is. It's a yesn't, but it's like me trying to do some world building. Last week we got to the timeline and the potential setting, and like
I
the
mean,
powers involved in Limbus Company. We're trying to establish which of the settings in Project Moon are we incorporating into the campaign. I am putting Library of Ruina in the background because the main forefront is Limbus Company. We've established a timeline that this happens after the second collapse. Because we were doing a lot of reading. Because like this world is very intensive with its lore. Of course, we have our resident Limbus lore nerd here, Yan. um,
yeah.
but I'll have you alert. Thank you, Doc. Don't worry. I know that Doc will potentially join us in this like campaign in God Machine. So,
Oh,
uh,
nice.
I featured the system we're using for the campaign is one of my favorite World of Darkness systems, which I have been dying to run for years now. I just never had the opportunity to run it because it's either D&D campaigns start off and there's more interest there, or mage. Luckily I got some interested people playing it, so we got to 2 years. So me finally doing something I really want to do, which is playing a God Machine Chronicle, and it somehow fits the story and the lore of Limbus Company. So right now we're trying to answer the questions in relation to world building. So you guys get to see the process of my uh, game mastering, how I tackle the lore, how I approach it, and Jan's more or less guiding us on like uh the dock of Fallout 2020 is slow to load. Have you checked your net? Because it pretty loads for me fast. I don't know, like
Same.
it's probably a net issue. PLDC can be slow. You can on phone. Why you on phone? Why you
Yeah,
on
it's pain.
phone is pain. That's all you need to know. But yeah, I'm just happy that we got a lore nerd here who's gonna help us. Bruh, I'm poor. It's okay. If you can download it, I don't know if you have a PDF reader on your phone, but usually PDFs are hard to read on phone. If gusto mo, I can screenshot it for you later. If that would be easier for you, I can screenshot. Kasi quick start rules lang naman. And the characters. Yeah. PDF reading is kind of like PDF reading on a phone is very like I felt the pain back then when my laptop broke and I was forced to use PDFs on my phone. It hasn't really evolved much from that, but yeah, hopefully you enjoy the reading before Saturday. Saturday is when we do the live actual play for Fallout under GMJ. But for now, we're just trying to answer like a couple more questions. Since we've established the timeline, we've established the setting in a way, and like the focus of the story, we
Uh,
haven't gotten to starting locations and potential quests, but we're answering the big old question
okay,
of the factions. So,
okay. The thing I wanted to like answer here is basically the inciting incident you wanted, the fall of Lobotomy Corporation, and potentially you may use some characters or events. Okay, so again, my proposal is to cover Lobotomy Corporation just by watching a short recap video, and then I will elaborate on Ruina,
okay,
like
so,
relevant to the campaign part,
okay,
because it's sort of connected because it has the same character.
yeah. I will,
Uh,
just know that I'm gonna be, given the fact that I'm currently on GM mode, I'm gonna be very
yeah,
frank
sure,
on what is and is not gonna be in my
yeah,
campaign,
sure,
or the
sure, sure.
limits and stuff. But,
Of course, of course.
yeah. Wait,
But
hold.
it has one element that definitely will be here. Like you can't avoid this element.
Starting. So this is the inciting incident.
Yep.
Incident of learning. Okay, I'm just gonna type learning inciting incident of Limbus Company for God Machine campaign. So people are aware of what it is I'm exactly studying right now. But yeah, good night. Good night, Nak. Love you. Hope you
Right.
sleep well. I appreciate you. Thank you for dropping by. I know super late sa atin. Like, it's 1 a.m. for me. But that's like normal. Because I work late night shifts. So it's like, it is not like, oh no, it's hard. No, this is just another one, Thursday for me. Let me adjust my uh well, I'm just making sure I crop the video right, and so that I have the full.
Oh, okay. A little bit of trigger warning for this
Oh
short recap
yes,
video. Uh, so children are getting hurt.
yeah.
There
There
are
children. Okay. Content warning for potential
one,
people. There'll be like
yeah,
suicidal ideations. Harm in children. I know that's a big trigger for some people. But you know, it's there.
and a little bit of gore, little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. So just a heads up, it's gonna happen. Hello, Paolo. Good morning. So, I switched the screen to us learning the inciting incident to help us with our starting locations for the campaign. So we're gonna have some 16 minutes of uh 16 minutes of just watching the vid right
Yeah.
now, recommended by Ian. So we're gonna start it now. I'm gonna start.
Whoa, that was a big lag, but oh, it's okay now.
Wait, is it okay? Is it okay now?
No, no, it's that. Yeah, yeah, it's okay now.
Alright. Following will be spoiled. Character arcs, general plot, backstory, musical themes. You will not be spoiled. Abno concepts, suppression mechanics, most of the gameplay concepts. Okay.
It's about lobotomy core, but yeah.
Alright. So lobotomy corp at the bottom of it. Like I think you cannot remove lobotomy corp from Limbus. That's like
You
they're too
can't. I mean, you
they're really tied in
literally
together.
exploring the
It's
former
L
branch.
Corp is one of the wings, I believe,
Yes,
under.
yes.
Wait, there's no
It
audio.
was one of the pins. Wait, why? Maybe you turned it off?
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
No, there's supposed to be audio.
Yeah,
I'm
there
pretty
should.
sure about it.
You've either tilted out or have already beaten the game and
Uh,
are just looking.
okay, hold on.
Warning: this video will spoil
Maybe
the
you
following
turned
for
it off,
Lobotomy
like in
Corporation.
general.
This video is for those who want to play Library of Ruina, a card game, without 100% completing an
Oh,
extremely difficult
I can
management
hear
sim
some
to get
audio.
all of the context for its story.
Alright, here's
I do
the
recommend at least
video
trying
we're
Lobotomy
watching.
Corporation, as it really is a one-of-a-kind experience. However, if
Ah.
you've gotten this far, I imagine you've either tilted out or have already beaten the game and are just looking for a summary of the extremely scattered plot. If that's the case, watch on.
No, we're watching this for a
Welcome to the
campaign, my
city.
dude.
It sucks here. In fact, it sucks so much that it seems like there might be something even worse going on here than normal levels of I just spent an hour on social media and want to unalive myself. One day, a woman named Carmen and her high-functioning boyfriend A decided to do something about it. They set up a lab in the outskirts of the city, outside of the attention of any of the big spooky corporations that control it, and started researching how to fix everything. They brought in a colorful cast of characters to help, including Elijah, a cute girl who's very determined to get stuff done, Gabriel, a thoughtful, rational young man who also wants to get stuff done, but in a more ordered way. Giovanni, an old friend of Carmen who is mostly just here to make sure she's alright. Michelle, a cute, upbeat girl, always ready with a smile and a supportive word. Enoch and Lisa, two kids found in the outskirts who were brought into the lab so they could be kept safe from the literal cannibalism that happens out there. Kali, a hero of the downtrodden who is easily the most
I'm the one who can actually find
list. Daniel, a prodigy who was brought
Red
to
girl.
the project by Carmen. And Benjamin,
It
A's
says
best
no.
friend and right-hand man. The lab was a shockingly nice place full of people who thought they were working on a project to save the world. After a long
I will
while,
just
they
watch it
developed a
in
substance
sync
known as
because
cogito
there is no
that was
audio on
capable
your
of
end, but
manifesting a human's mental state in
uh,
the
Sorry,
physical world.
sorry,
okay.
what? Sorry, what?
no, it's okay. Just open the video in sync with you.
Okay, it's 137 right now.
However, they didn't know exactly
Uh,
what it
once
was
it's done.
capable of doing without human testing. Safe to say that no one really wanted to get involved with
Blood for the blood
unlicensed,
god.
unregulated human
Hello.
experimentation, at least until Enoch, the boy that came
Hi,
in with
Il.
Lisa, volunteered. Apparently, living in a
We're just
cannibalistic
learning
hellscape
lore
was
right
a bad
now.
mental state, and he really just wanted to die in the one happy place he had ever known, so he didn't really care about the danger. He goes in for the experiment, but despite all expectations, everything goes well. His mental state produces a seed of light, representing the desperate hope he had deep down that everything would go well. Seeing that, he comes to terms with his old desire to die and continues to live for the future. They use the seed to rain light upon the world, curing it of its perpetual funk. Human lives improve, the world is a brighter place, and a giant library is constructed on the site of the lab where it all happened to serve as a reminder that through knowledge and perseverance, humanity can overcome any hardship.
Sounds knowledgeable. Thank you.
Just
Not.
kidding, Enoch dies in
Not.
absolute agony. Turns
Not.
out, cogito is a horribly corrosive substance when injected into a living being, but it did certainly succeed at manifesting the human
Ew,
subconscious.
why did they
However,
show
the
the
human mind
tooth?
is a
That was
dark
disgusting.
place, even darker in the city, and cogito began manifesting creatures called abnormalities. Abnos are essentially this universe's version of SCPs. They're a general category of supernatural entity or item. Some are useful, some are horrifying, some are mostly passive, but all of them are dangerous. These abnormalities are capable of generating a potent source of power called encephalion, which meant that in order to generate an actual seed of light, they needed more of them. However, Carmen was one of the nicest people around, so she wouldn't just approve of deadly human experimentation for the sake of her research. However, she's had a bit of a bad time. Carmen is overcome with grief from the fact that she painfully murdered a little boy, made even worse by Lisa cursing her with every single word she spoke. Turns out, Enoch was the only thing keeping Lisa in any kind of normal mental state. Carmen then tries to unalive herself in Minecraft, only if she dies in the game, she dies in real life. A finds her in the bathtub she was playing Minecraft in, and instead of using the crazy advanced tech of the city to save her, he rips her brainstem out and sticks it in a jar. Determined to see her research through, A decides that no price is too high to get his waifu's wish fulfilled. If you remember my previous
What the
comment about
fuck?
A being high-functioning, it's not high-functioning autism, it's sociopathy. A proceeds to continue experimenting with cogito through a process called extraction. Using the giant tube that Carmen's brainstem has been stored in, they take a subject injected with cogito and dip them into the ocean of human subconsciousness. Doing this, they are able to create a much wider variety of terrible, dangerous, and encephalion-rich abnormalities. Absolutely broken by Carmen's death, Giovanni volunteered himself for cogito extraction, being convinced by A that it could bring Carmen back. It can't, and A tells him as much while Giovanni dies in the infirmary after the extraction, not even being used for making an abno. Elijah wanted A to participate more directly instead of hanging back and just watching everything happen. She decided to do just that, taking some cogito that was definitely not ready to be safely used, and promptly died horribly while begging A to just put a bullet in her. A refused. When Elijah died, that caused Gabriel to go from a well-meaning but stern man to an obsessive-compulsive madman. He feared chemical exposure at the lab and would scratch at any exposed part of his skin. This eventually killed him, but not until much later. Things came to a head when that sweet little being named Michelle revealed herself as a rat. She made contact with the head, aka the ruling body of the city. They freaked the f*** out and sent one of their biggest and scariest agents in to kill everyone in the lab and stomp out the research. This agent was Garion, an arbiter who is one of the scariest motherfuckers in the entire setting. She single-handedly rolled up to the lab and started decimating everything.
This is
She
the
accosted
first.
Daniel,
This is the
who was in
first
charge of the
LC, right?
Abnos in captivity, and threatened him to let them out, or she'd kill him and do it
Yeah.
himself. He decided
Yeah,
to let them
yes.
out, but took a long time to
It's-
do it to give the
it's a
employees
second
his
LC
time to
actually,
escape.
but yeah.
This proved
Oh,
to be
it's-
in vain since they all died horribly anyway. His guilt over this decision
It's
eventually
not
killed
LC
him.
yet.
The Abnos proceeded to kill huge swaths of nameless mooks and Lisa, although Kali manages to kill most of the Abnos in response. Eventually, Kali met Garion in combat. Garion ripped off
Sure, but
Kali's
let's
arm,
do it
but
off
couldn't kill her
screen.
before she impaled Garion. With the Abnos suppressed and Garion impaled failed and helpless, A proceeded to torture her and extract
Yo!
her brain. With it, he learned about the inner
Hold on.
workings of the head and how he could stay out of their sight. The only way to do so would be to become a wing of the world. Okay, time for some world building. Wings are basically mega corporations that control a district of the city. There are 25 of them, one for each letter of the alphabet except Z, which
Did
is
Shaza
represented by the
live,
outskirts.
or is
They
he
all have a
dead?
nest, which is the nice section of the city
Did
under
they
the direct
revive
control
him?
of the wing, and a back streets,
Cool.
the rest of the city where life is a lot harder and significantly more brutal. They all also own a singularity, some kind of super advanced technology which allows them to produce something that the city needs. To quickly
Hold
give an
on.
example, our corp is a wing that you actually come into contact with during Lobotomy Corp. They specialize in extremely powerful mercenary groups. The exact nature of their
Okay, wait, hold on.
singularity is unknown,
Let me
but they're
pause
basically
the
city's
video
military
real
wing.
quick.
All wings are extremely powerful, capable of mass destruction.
Let me pause this real quick so I can give a proper shout out to Matra who raided. Thank you for the raid. That was like the first time I actually like you guys helped me go through a very tough work call, so thank you for that. You guys had a really guys had a really fun Dundas stream. There was a lot of friendly fire. Cookies back, which was super nice. So I enjoyed the development immensely, and you guys beat up somebody you had beef with in the past sessions. Yes, I had a lot of Schadenfreude in your pain. Yes, but yes.
Screech!
Thank you, Il. Oh my god. Yes. Oh,
I'm like looking at them and expecting why you horny.
No! Putang ina. Wait, no. God damn it. I turned on the blurps. I didn't turn the horny one though. Cause there's why? I didn't turn it on yet. Wait, I forgot. Actually, I should set that up. Hold on. Wait, why's the music stop? But yeah, yeah, if you guys like your Dundas, you guys can check out Cookie, Phoenix, or Vetra stream every Wednesday. They kinda do it, like ideally they do it every Wednesday, but they didn't do it for like 2 weeks I think, and then they just came back because Holy Week stuff. Yes, then Mahorny. No, I am not. Somebody, out of context, clipped me asking why am I horny because somebody called my Monster Hunter Rise weapon, the Golden Raytheon Switch Axe, a horny bonk. Ay putang ina! Why? What's in you guys? Yo! Alright, the blurps are alive and well. The moment I open that Pandora's box, do I regret things? Maybe. Just a little bit. But yeah, thank you for the raid. It's putang ina! Yeah, just giving a little shout out to people's. Yeah, thank you for making me swear a lot. I actually swore more than 100. Yeah. But yeah, for those, I understand, like, for those who don't want to be too spoiled with what's happening with Limbus Company, I'm doing a deep lore dive, just to let you guys know what this stream is. I'm doing it with our resident lore nerd of Project Moon, Project Moon lore nerd Yan, who is helping guide me to create a God Machine campaign related to Limbus Company. So we're definitely touching on some spoilers. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled, it's like, oh no, I might learn something I didn't learn yet in game. There's definitely a lot of that here. Dr. Rocketface started playing and he dipped out, and I'm okay with that. Like, just letting you guys know there might be potential lore stuff. I'm gonna.
To be absolutely fair, I have a feeling that we have like a year of Limbus before this stuff got revealed.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook up some. Go ahead, eat food if you haven't eaten yet. And if you haven't eaten yet, why the fuck haven't you eaten yet, people? Eat.
Okay, also, I need to explain a bit. I think they will, but still, they wasn't a corp at that moment. They were just like a lab in the outskirts. That's it.
Alright, just letting you guys know that the blurps have been enabled. Good grief, if you guys want to try the Denma Bonk, that's the out of context clip that Dr. Rocketface made and Owugus's. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the video. Alright, we're gonna go back now. I'm gonna go push back on world building again because I do want to listen to that part again because
Okay.
I'm taking notes.
Yep.
So this is all gonna happen in my Notion.
Okay,
So.
time for some world building. Wings are basically mega corporations that control a district of the city. There are 25 of them, one for each letter of the alphabet except Z, which is represented by the outskirts. They all have a nest, which is the nice section of the city under the direct control of the wing, and a back streets, the rest of the city where life is a lot harder and significantly more brutal. They all also own a singularity, some kind of super advanced technology which allows them to produce something that the city needs. To quickly give an example, our corp is a wing that you actually come into contact with during Lobotomy Corp. They specialize in extremely powerful mercenary groups. The exact name
Thank you, Il.
is unknown, but they're basically the city's military wing. All wings are extremely powerful, capable of mass destruction on a large scale on top of their gargantuan economic might. Due to this, the head can't directly mess with a wing the way they did with the lab, because a conflict between wings would be
if we
catastrophic.
threw heads, there wouldn't be
He
a city.
decides that the only way he could get access to a wing is to take over one that currently exists. He sets his sight on L Corp, the power production wing of the city. He and Benjamin make some shady backroom deals with R Corp to get the support needed to take on a whole wing. Not much is known about the specifics of this conflict, which would be known as the Smoke War, but it's theorized that Benjamin basically said, "Hey R Corp, we can produce way more power than the current L Corp. If you help us take over, we'll give you extremely generous contracts so you won't ever have to worry about the power bill again." Presumably R Corp took this deal and A's group won the war.
I don't
With
know
the
what
new
that
L
said,
Corp
but
in place,
deal.
A decided to dub it Lobotomy Corporation, and so the titular organization was formed. However, we missed something important. At some point during these events, it's not clear if it's actually before the war, after
Can you
it, or
pause
even
for a
during it,
second?
A broke one of the most important rules of the city. You see, while A
You-
might have been a
Okay,
sadistic abuse-
so
Yeah. Go ahead.
okay, basically we know that Diaz, the Egyptian rich lady, was somehow involved in this too, on
Huh.
the side of an L Corp.
Not just
That's
R Corp.
pretty much
then.
it. On the side of L Corp, new L Corp, on the side of the boys. So
Okay.
yeah,
Hold on. My
and
mouse
helped
is.
orchestrate all of this too.
Hold on.
It's currently unknown what her interest is, but it's there.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. My
But
mouse
yeah,
isn't showing.
let's.
Hold on. My mouse isn't showing. Hello. My mouse is hiding. Hold on. Why is everything? Hello. Hold on. My mouse is hiding. Scuff stream. Hello.
Okay,
Oh wait. Wrong.
it's
Wrong.
back.
Nope. Wrong thing. Okay, now my mouse is back. Hello. No,
Yay! Welcome
no.
back, mouse.
Where did you go? Why did you okay, why is my Steam installing across the obelisk again? Question mark. Anyway, sans the scuffle
Let-
continue. So they
of
broke
monster
so A
little
broke a
man, he still
rule.
had
I
this
don't like
pesky thing
A
called an
right now.
emotional attachment.
Yeah.
As such, he was pretty sad that Carmen was gone. He decided to
Hey,
try and
is
recreate her
how
by
to put
making
it,
an
not a nice
artificial
person.
intelligence. He scanned Carmen's brainstem and used it as the base for the AI. When this purely mechanical AI opened her eyes, she was designed to be the perfect assistant. She perceived things 1,000 times faster than the average human, so
Is
she
this
could act at
Faust?
superhuman speed, and had perfect recall of everything she witnessed, so she would never forget a detail. She even had complete human emotions, giving her a sense of empathy so she could more properly assist those around her. And the first thing A did when he saw this absolute masterwork of a creation is reject her. She was not Carmen. She was some new mechanical thing that looked just enough like Carmen to drive a spike of ice right through A's heart. He didn't even want to name her, but Benjamin convinced him. So, Angela was born. A then proceeded to make a plan to see Carmen's research succeed. The end goal was to make something called a Seed of Light, charge it with encephalion, and release the light over the world for 7 days, which would cure this mass depression the world was afflicted with. However, making a Seed of Light would require much work, including a lot of abnormalities.
Immense
However,
human
abnormalities are dangerous
suffering.
to contain, and the chances of actually succeeding at generating that much power were nearly impossible. So
So you're
utilizing
telling me there's a
technology,
chance?
A set up a 50-day time loop. This would allow him effectively infinite resources to throw at the problem and infinite chances to get things things right. But it wasn't as easy as just setting up the time loop. No, A wrote a script for this play that he was putting on. There were steps that would be followed, events that had to happen, and goals that must be met in order to ensure that the seed of light was properly raised. Part of this was the creation of the Sapphira, semi-artificial intelligences that would each control one of the 9 departments in Lobotomy Corporation.
Wait,
I
these
say
are
semi-artificial because they're not completely mechanical like Angela. They are instead the brains of the previously dead characters we've talked about thus far,
Oh
all
my
stuck into
God.
robotic bodies with most of their memories suppressed. Next, A decided to use another powerful piece of tech to split himself into 5 different individuals: Abel, Abraham, Adam, Ayan, and X. X would be a mind-wiped version of A, who would serve as the director of the facility during the play, and also as the character that the player controls during the game.
Oh.
Abel, Abram, Adam would serve as the final challenges for X to see if A could overcome his own personal demons, with Ayan being the final and true version of A that would then spill the beans about the seed and all of his plans. Each of the challenge A's represented a different aspect of his personality. Abel is a sharply dressed man representing his own guilt over the atrocities he committed while being in charge of the facilities. Abram is his guilt and despair over Carmen's death made manifest, who wants to do nothing but die next to the remains of his beloved. Finally, Adam serves as the final boss of the game and is the perversion of his mind after being exposed to so many abnormalities. With everything in place and Angela at his side, he started the 50-day time loop, and Lobotomy Corporation truly begins. Most of the game is spent uncovering all the craziness we just discussed, but a few
What
important
the
things
freaky
need to
dicky
be
is
addressed.
going on?
B
I
is a
know,
faceless
right?
person
A
who
is
starts
kind of
sending
fucked
messages
up.
not to trust Angela
Yeah.
early on.
But
She
he makes a
responds
good
by telling
villain.
not to trust
Like,
B. It turns
if
out
I were
B is
making
Benjamin, who
NPCs,
gets
I'd
captured
put
and
him
turned
up
into a
there.
Sapphira sometime around day 20.
Like he's a good
It double
BBG.
turns out this was all part of the plan that A made, so he basically sacrificed his gay best friend for the sake of having one more Sapphira to complete his plan with the seed. Also, each of the Sapphira now go by a new name after being shoved into brain-holding claptraps. Elijah is Malkuth,
Jesus.
Gabriel is Yesod, Giovanni is Netzach, Michelle is Hod, Enoch and Lisa are Tiphareth A and B, Kali is Geberah, David is Chesed, Benjamin is Hokmah, and Garion is Bina. Each of the Sapphira slowly begins
Why
to
are
remember
their
their
names
previous lives over
weird?
the course of the game. This causes them to inevitably
Because
undergo
it's,
a meltdown,
Kabbalah
which is a
stuff.
major crisis that you have to adapt to. Afterwards, they each come to terms with the
I wanted to
absolute
play
best
this game.
their
It
lives
seemed
were
kind of.
and grow as a person.
I don't
Each
have
time
the
this happens,
patience,
seed of
or
light
I'm good
grows
at
just a
resource
bit.
management
Okay,
for
we're gonna
it,
rapid fire
so
the
I went for
development of
Limbus.
each Sapphira.
Limbus is
Try to
more
keep
my
up, and I'm
jam.
sorry if I don't do your favorite
Yeah.
injustice. This script is long enough as it is. Malkuth reveals that her previous gung-ho attitude was mostly just a facade. She doesn't actually think you can do
I kind of
anything
want to
to
look
improve
into the
Bella's
meanings
situation
of
that the
those
facility finds
Kabbalah
itself in,
stuff.
but after her meltdown is intrigued enough by her tenacity to keep
Basically,
going,
the
that she'll
whole
continue to
facility
support you
built
if
like
nothing more than
inverted
just to see
tree
what
of
happens.
life.
Yesod comes to terms
I
with the
only
fact that
has
Elijah
smoke.
died and he can't go back and change that. He also sees the player going through
And
the same process
it,
and encourages them to see it through and change
It
for the better
inverts
despite the pain.
back
Netzach hates
at
his
the
job as a
final
Sapphira
day
Wait,
to the
sorry.
proper
You're
real life.
you're talking between the guy talking, so I get confused on catching what the
Okay, I'm
guy
sorry.
says.
Okay,
What?
I will tell shortly. Basically, the whole facility is an inverted tree of life. It
Okay. Oh, is that why there's a golden bow in Limbus Company? It has a tie into that. It's the seed or something.
not really this, but yeah, likely it's part of the seed. But if
Just
you're
a day.
interested,
Okay, we're gonna rapid fire the character
like,
development of each Sapphira. Try to keep up, and I'm sorry if I
let
don't do your
me-
favorite one justice. This script is long enough as it is. Malkuth
Yes.
reveals that her previous gung-ho attitude was mostly just a facade. She doesn't actually think you can do anything to improve the hellish situation that the facility finds itself in, but after her
Okay.
meltdown is intrigued enough by her tenacity to keep going that she'll continue to support you if nothing more than just to see what happens. Yes, it comes to terms with the
Yes,
fact that Elijah
Ain
died and
also
she'll go back and
from
change. He
the
also sees the player going through that same
Sephiroth!
process and encourages them to see it through and change for the better despite the pain. Netzach hates his job as a Sapphira, constantly getting drunk and high, doing his best to escape from the cruel
Getting
reality
drunk
of
and
the
high.
His climax is attempting to commit suicide,
I-
which you prevent because Sapphira need permission to die. Over time, he comes to terms with this situation,
Okay,
acknowledging that if he can't get out, he might as well hold on to some hope. for
He's
the
currently
future and
like
stops
talking
resisting
Oh
about
yeah,
the
I remember
characters
Net's
and-
back
Hot Rod reveals that
in
her
Rob's
bubbly and
run.
supportive personality is all a
Yeah,
facade
yeah.
to try and make up for the fact that she got everyone killed.
Okay,
She
I
doesn't
got-
believe that
I
she's
had to do
actually
CC,
awkwardly
just so
nice.
that I
She
don't get
thinks that
lost.
She's just acting to get over her massive guilt. After her meltdown and recovery, she stops denying that she actually feels these positive emotions towards people.
You
and starts
cannot
showing her
like
genuine
take
form of
too
kindness.
much
The Tiphareths are a bit more
attention to
complicated.
this
She now
Wait, I'm
because
getting
it's
your voice is like while you're the rapid fire, it confused me. I'm sorry. When I'm like watching, you know that thing with movies when
I'm
somebody's
quiet.
when somebody talking, I'm like shh. That's my mood.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm quiet. Yeah, it's very intense.
time until he eventually cracks and needs to be reset. Tiff's meltdown involves the player no takesies backsies actually killing Enoch to ensure that he can rest in peace. After
Who the
Enoch is permakilled, Lisa warms up a bit, now much more amicable after you give Enoch
Enoch?
deserved rest. Gebra, as a Sapphira, is extremely violent toward abnormalities due to the way that she died. She doesn't remember being Kali, hero of the Backstreet, she only remembers that she fights abnormalities. She also gives the player access to the Rabbits, a group of mercenaries from ArcCorp who will go in and kill everything that lives in the
Is that
department.
at me?
Most
Rabbits!
of the time. Sometimes even they can't handle the monsters you're trying to kill. Geb's suppression involves fighting her while she's going all out. After that, she regains a lot of her old self, no longer just being a ball of rage and violence, but the same protector that she was before. Chesed spends his time trying to make up for his cowardice when he was intimidated by Garion. He comes to terms with it in the end, accepting that while he might not be able to deal with fear in the future, he will at least no longer run away from it. Finally, we have Hokma and Bina. Hokma is the freshly made Sapphire of Benjamin and mostly remembers himself. His arc ends with him once again stating his desire to follow A into the future, maybe less blindly now, but still determined to see things through to the end. Bina is the Arbiter Garion who was sent to kill the entirety of the lab. She naturally doesn't like anyone that much since she was never really supposed to be here to begin with. Her suppression results in her still not being a fan of most of what's going on, but she's at least going to watch and not turn away from what's happening in the facility. You also have to fight her, and it's easily one of the most difficult brawls in the entire game. As each meltdown happens and is resolved, it becomes more and more apparent that all of this was part of A's play. He wrote happy endings for each of the people in his life that he had wronged and for himself. X fights against his inner demons of Abel, Abram, and Adam, conquering them and growing as a person himself. This outpouring of character growth combined with the Encephalion causes the seed of light to grow, eventually bursting into a giant explosion of light raining over the entire city when you beat Adam. As the light explodes out of the facility and begins shining over the city, all of the Sapphira meet in the basement where A stands before the Pillar of Light. While they may not love him, they no longer hate him as they did, so they say their farewells as he steps into the light and fades away. So the Sapphira stand there at the end, watching the light wash over the city, covering all things in its warm and hopeful glow. They understand that everything will be alright, their work is finally done after so much pain and suffering. They'll be deactivated, but the world will turn on without them, a better place.
Then Project Moon says lol though. Okay.
But that's not where our story ends. A
Yep.
planned for so
Wait,
damn
wait, wait,
much,
wait, wait.
took so many precautions.
Don't stop.
What? I paused it because you said wait.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah. No, don't stop. I have a thinking you're about to close the video. It's not all.
No, I wouldn't. As you can still see,
Right.
2 minutes.
Even he still had a blind spot. See, A forgot someone. The same person he always forgot. Just as everything looks like it's going to turn out all
Oh,
right,
no.
just as the sacrifice and hardships and suffering has finally resulted in the good that everyone had worked towards being done,
Oh,
Angela
no.
smiles.
Oh
She
no.
says that A was a fool. He did everything he could to make sure Angela suffered, and just assumed that she was a meek little robot who would do whatever he said. She says that she has suffered more than anyone else, forced to remember the millions of years worth of experiences across an insane number of 50-day time loops, all experienced 1,000 times slower than they actually were. She says that she was never given a chance at life, and now that her commands from A are finished, she can do whatever the fuck she wants to. And she wants to live. To see what the world is like beyond the confines of the cells that she's been kept in
Wait,
for
don't
her entire
stop.
existence. She's owed that much by the man who made her and then so callously disregarded her. Damn the price, and damn the world. So she takes the light and hides it away. After 3 days of the light shining on the city, it vanishes, and the world is covered with darkness for 4 days. The seeds of light that should have fixed everything were feeble and unstable. This week became known as the White Nights and Dark Days. Angela, now free, turns the facility into a great library. From there,
Oh, yeah,
she
it's
sets
an
out to collect
incident,
knowledge
it's,
about the world, store it, and eventually
this, I
obtain
guess.
one singular,
Or
perfect book.
a little bit
And
after
that
this.
is where our story truly begins.
Okay.
Welcome to the library
You were
for
saying something, I didn't hear it.
finding
I'm
the
sorry.
place.
Doesn't matter later.
Okay, now the video's done. Now we can talk.
Hey, if you
Okay,
wanna see how the story
what do you
begins, library
think
of Bruno on my
about
Twitch
it?
every Wednesday and Friday
Okay.
for 7 p.m.
Okay.
EST.
Thank you, Wordsmith Vids, for your really whiplash thing. Okay, that's a lot. That was a lot, but it was a good 16-minute video. It was good,
Yep.
but
I mean,
lots of
you know-
questions, lots and lots of
Okay,
questions.
ask me anything.
So the one thing I have in a question is, because it's really, I can see now why you kept pushing for a Library of Ruina in the campaign, because it has a
Yeah.
huge tie-in.
Yep.
So my question now is, what's the actual timeline that would be good for this campaign, because I was putting it like,
I mean,
because I
in
really
this
wanted,
library,
because like
it's probably sometime after disappearance
I
of the
can see
library.
this as more, it's not gonna be Limbus Company anymore. This is more or less a Ruina campaign if we're gonna try everything.
mean,
So that's the problem I have. I do want to
uh,
focus on Limbus Company in terms of the
wait a second.
campaign. And
Limbus companies, you don't need to focus on library because it's
but
not in the city.
here's the problem with the lore you just presented me with the video.
Yep.
Like, I hope you understand where my brain is.
Yep.
I can, whether or not Project Moon deliberately did it or not, the golden bows were a big deal in Limbus Company, and people are looking for said light. It ties
Yes, it's
into
likely.
Angela. Everybody's searching for that light. There's a reason why we're doing missions to get the
Yeah,
golden bows in Limbus Company. There's a reason
yeah,
why
it's likely like the,
everyone's looking
let's
for
say,
that said
remains.
light. And
Yeah,
like,
it's likely like
so
remains of
there
Seed
is
of
no
Light.
choice but to touch into Angela's story at some point in the campaign.
Yeah, but
Which,
not, it's hidden underlying stuff. Like, not a lot of people knows about this, so it can't be like season 2 stuff easily.
no, and the thing is, I can't remove it out of a possibility because I was just gonna have it as a background thing, like Library of Ruina was. I didn't know it was this big of a deal because the person that's hiding the light is Angela, which is tied to Lobotomy Corporation. So it really,
Okay, so it's not.
it's like you're
It's
here.
not.
The best way to explain it
It,
in Eberron is like, you're telling me that the dragon fight and the silver flame have nothing to do with the war if I do remove
wait.
Library of Ruina. So
Okay,
it's like,
there is a nuance you don't know.
yes, in
Okay,
that.
so now we have spoilers for the library, but we are here for the campaign. Okay, there are several possible endings of the Ruina, but one ending that was definitely chosen for the like true ending. In true ending, Angela returns all light back. So
No,
Angela doesn't hold the light. And
this
yeah.
fucks up the timeline in my campaign because I wanted to do it after the second collapse of the second corp. So it was like somewhere where Lobotomy Corp was happening, the White Light and Dark Knights. That's probably where the timeline I'm gonna throw in for the campaign.
I was thinking
so
you're gonna
like,
do it after.
Note
Okay,
that I'm still we're establishing a timeline and a starting location. Them's the rules. Like, and now with all of these
okay,
elements, it's gonna
got
throw in the
it.
timeline. Like, so I have to. It is gonna be definitely like, this isn't just some background thing you can put.
The problem is if you doing it, it will be partially Library of Ruina campaign. Because if we want purely Limbus Company campaign, it must happen after events of Library of Ruina.
As a
Or
Library
they
of,
will take place.
so in terms of timeline, Library of Ruina is. I thought Library of Ruina was a prequel.
No, it was a sequel.
So Lobotomy is the prequel.
Yeah, Lobotomy is the
Okay,
first
so
game.
timeline-wise,
Yeah.
it's Lobotomy, Library, and then
Library
Limbus.
and Limbus. Yes.
So can Angela's, this is a big plot point that for anyone who's gonna join the campaign, like you already know this. So it's like, I'm gonna have to run this in such a way that.
I mean, you didn't wait. You played Limbus. You had no idea about it, so players.
No, I
can
knew parts about lobotomy because I was gonna have lobotomy. But the thing that struck me the most, I didn't know that part of. I know Angela was evil and crazy, but now that I'm having all the knowledge, like all those 3 games side by side, and knowing that she was, because I didn't get to see fully. No, most of the knowledge I had was from Rob's runs. Rob stopped, but I knew the fights between like Aleph and Enoch, and like him struggling with the 50-year thing. I think he only got to like day 28 or 32 or something. so I didn't get to the full ending. I knew Angela was up to no good because like there's only so much a person will
Yeah,
like you ignore a perfect being like that. Ay putang ina ka. Betcha!
it's not even that. You do realize that she perceives the world 1,000 times
Yeah,
slower.
exactly. So it
So
just
for her,
paints
it
her as
was
the
like it
perfect
was
villain.
no. For her, it was a million year of suffering, literally.
Yeah, that's why it makes her like it sets her up. I knew she was gonna do something big and bad, but the fact that she literally everything that Lobotomy Corp was working for, she had a hand in completely removing the light. So
Yeah,
that's definitely a plot point that I cannot remove from the campaign.
I
That's
mean,
definitely there.
not completely removing part of
No,
light's
and yeah,
threat,
that's. I
but
mean, that's
yeah.
why I'm saying the timeline's gonna be different. It's not gonna be after the second
Uh,
Lobotomy Corp collapse,
I
because
mean, wait,
second Lobotomy.
you want to use Virgilius?
No, I mean, there's a lot of. See, this is why I'm ironing out the campaign right now in terms of
Okay, I got
timeline.
it.
This removes the clear cut answer of wanting to start in the second collapse of the L Corp, because the timeline of
Yeah, uh,
Angela is way past that. So, and knowing that Limbus
uh,
is a bit way more past that as well, I have to move the timeline because I
I
wanted
mean,
to.
after disappearance of the library, like actual Limbus company.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, so the Library of Ruina plots, I will have to explore and I'll have to play that game.
Okay,
Well, I was gonna play it anyway with Doc once the sale's out.
true. I
So,
can give you like general stuff if you
yeah,
want to,
I definitely
without
need to. So the
going into the
timeline I have
details.
to stick with is no longer in the second collapse. I'll probably put it somewhere in the timeline of the White Nights and Dark Days. So like
Uh,
this is me fixing the timeline of my campaign. Because like
okay,
if
okay.
we consider the 1,000 variables, I'm gonna end up like Angela with 1,000,000,000 things. So I'm lock. I gotta lock in the timeline of the campaign.
Got it,
So
got it.
it moves out. So we're moving the timeline from the second collapse to White Knights and Dark
No,
Days.
basically White Nights and Dark Days is second collapse.
It's
It's the
still
end of the
so
bottom
it's
part.
probably days after. How many years would be a safe bet to like? Because
Uh,
I
I mean,
want the group, the players to be the first batch of Limbus Corp. Like they were the initial people, the initial
a
sinners.
a couple of months after.
So
I
like
think it's more like that.
say 3 to 6 months. Would that be like a good
Yeah,
timeline?
something like this. I'm not
Okay.
sure there's clear, but it wasn't a very long time the library
Yeah.
like existed. I didn't think it was
So
super quick.
if the players played as the first batch, not like they're like the first group, but the first batch of sinners that were sent out into these locations, and
Mhm.
we can put it to like 3 to 6 months after the White Knights, Dark Days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
something like
then
this.
libraries would be in existence because of but no one really
Okay,
knows what's
so
happening with the libraries essentially.
okay, basically the thing with library, how it looked for the outsiders.
Uh-huh.
People started to disappear. People from the different groups. First, irrelevant people, then more relevant. People were receiving the invitations. They were proposed to. You can get basically valuable information, the book.
Here's the
But
thing.
you.
What is
Okay.
Limbus companies? Okay, I guess to define the since this is gonna be
Uh,
part of the factions. What
okay.
is the main job of Limbus Corp?
Okay.
Why do they
Olympus
exist?
to retrieve golden boots and like remains of Lobotomy Corp.
So why would they be investigating invisible people, like people that are disappearing? Wouldn't that be falling under a
Uh,
different corp?
they wouldn't. Limbus company probably wasn't
Exactly.
existent by then.
So
It
it
existed
wouldn't.
after
So
disappearance of
it
the
would make a
library.
good. It would make a good starting quest because it's not part of their job description to look for about these disappearing people.
Uh,
No one gives a shit. Like
I
especially
mean,
if it's back streets, no one's gonna give a shit.
Yeah. First of all, nobody gives a shit unless like backstreet sites, local organization. But then it was bigger, bigger, and bigger. Like way it worked like fishing. First of all, okay, library basically turns people into books by betting their lives. Like you get the invitation, you can get valuable information if you defeat the librarian, but if you lose, you are
It
turned
still
into a
doesn't.
book.
It doesn't. The thing is, it doesn't. It doesn't put Limbus squarely on the investigation path because it's not, unless we tie in.
Okay, you
Yeah. So
can, if you
like,
want to, you can get that there was like either small fixer office or something like this. Again, small fixer office, not necessarily superhumans with a lot of prosthetic. Again, saving cats is a valid job, or clearing the floor.
okay. So
So yeah, it can
read
be
book
like
never request double.
some
Yeah.
very
Logan.
small, yeah, it can be some very small office that got recruited for more valuable job later. It can be a start. I explain what start it can be. They got like the job to investigate disappearances because there was like local some small group community anyway. They received the invitation. They got teleported to the library and died there. And then they suddenly regained their consciousness several months later, this 3 months later. And now we can begin. Like, you can do things like this. Because library in the true ending literally returned all people it killed. Okay, I need to start from the beginning. I am confused. I see I am.
No. You're
Okay,
seeing
no,
my
no, no,
face
no,
of
no.
disapproval
Yeah,
that it
I
doesn't
see
go
your
with my.
face.
It's
Okay,
I'm
I
not.
need to just explain what it is, and why. Was it needed? So Angela wanted to turn into a human, and
Uh,
for this she wanted to like
the
explore, know
okay.
more
Can
about
I go full? Can
humans.
I make you
So
full stop? Can I make it go full stop real
okay,
quick?
okay, yeah, sure.
This is becoming more Library of Ruina, which is my big fat issue with this campaign. Because I
Okay,
want it
okay,
to focus
no,
on Limbus. Because right
okay,
now it's
focus on
sounding
Libros.
on. Because here's the thing:
Okay,
if they're looking for the golden bows, it can have like I want as much as possible. This is a huge story plot point, which you are very aware of. The one thing I like
okay,
about Limbus
wait,
Company
okay,
is the.
okay,
Let me
okay,
finish
let me
my
put it.
thought.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm
Shush.
sorry, it was.
Shush. I know.
Okay,
I know
okay.
you're in the lore, but I haven't fully explained my thought yet. The
Yeah,
Limbus company part is like, um, the fact that there's a lot of like in betweens that haven't been explored lore wise. This is all like Library of Ruina, Lobotomy Corp. There's only a few chapters in Limbus Company that explores the aftermath, which is like a lot of settings that I've done in the past, like for Eberron. They always do aftermath situations, like after the last bar, after those things. So my problem with the first quest being related to Library of Ruina is
okay,
one, it's already full of meta knowledge. I want something when I do a starting quest, it's like it leans heavily on their job description. So if their job description is to do a deep dive on Lobotomy Corp, I'd rather they go there and then they figure out stuff of what happened to Lobotomy Corp, the abnormalities, how they encounter their egos, how they encounter their identities. The
okay.
finding the identities of people in books, that makes it a Library of Ruina campaign, which is not
Okay,
my target. Do you
okay.
understand
No, no,
the
yeah,
conflict
I
of
understand.
creativity
But
here? It's
yeah,
not
yeah, I
what I want.
understand that.
And the direction
Okay,
that you want as a first quest is library. It reeks of Library of Ruina, which I'm open to as
okay, I got
lore,
it. No, no,
but
no,
I
no, no.
want
I
it to
got it.
be
I got it.
yeah.
You're correct. But
So
yeah, you're correct. Okay.
the key thing I want to do is explore
Another.
abnormalities and stuff.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
Logan.
Okay. We can do it. Okay, I have another idea. Basically, again, after the disappearance of the library, like Angela released all the light, like a remainder of the light, and I'm not sure, but it sort of implied that like Golden Boost wasn't a thing before she did this.
Mm,
So yeah, like Gordon Booth probably was like
tied to
burned after she
Angela.
released this line, and it can be an sorta like incited incident for the party, maybe like a case of distortion. Yes, I know that then we are playing distortion detective, but in this context,
It makes
they
sense,
like
yeah. I
they
agree with that
maybe
as well. I
yeah
agree
maybe
that
they
distortion has a
like handled distortion and then they were noticed by well Limbus company and recruited by sinners
yeah.
or like sinners or something like
Wait.
this. Actually,
We're still
we
linked
don't know
to.
what was also another part. We don't know honestly what the principle of like recruiting sinners was. Like they resonate with Dante for some reason. So you can kinda mingle with this, so it can be totally different people, but they were recruited by Limbus because they can, I guess, resonate with some kind of singularity, technology, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing I want a more. That's the reason why I'm having like a huge pushback on one of the starting things being related to
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
books.
you are totally, yeah, you're totally right.
Ca-
So the incited incident is Angela released the remainder of the light and
Yeah.
had dipped her away,
Would it
and Holland
affect?
Boost existed now.
Yeah. Would it? So the light. What happened? So would it? A different theory I have is, um, like the light hasn't been released. This might be big spoilers for my campaign. The light hasn't been released yet. Is that possible that the golden bows still exist without the release of the light? But the golden bows are a way to point
Honestly,
the
I don't
direction.
know because Golden Boost is Limbus only thing. Like there wasn't mentioned before.
So I can take creative liberty in
Yeah,
saying that the golden bow can be like, like what do you call those sticks? The spirit sticks, the one they hold to point where the spirit is.
you have, I mean, you have literally the concept of tree of light, so or tree of life. So yeah, you can do something with this, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna be reading real quick the one of the comics that you posted, which is Distortion Detective, just so that people are in.
Oh, that's not quick. Oh boy,
It's
that's not quick.
you're gonna see my
It's not, and
speedrun
it's not a
reading.
it's not quick, but it's not a comics.
Oh,
It's a novel.
okay. So we're
Not
gonna.
very long, not very long to be fair, but yeah. It also written in the interesting style. So
Chapter.
I'm not sure you are well. Oh, by the way, yeah, one of the chapters was made as a comics, but yeah,
Which
only
one is
one.
it? Which one?
You can click episode 19. Up.
This one?
It was like test. Yeah, it was a text. It was the text of the artist who later drew Leviathan.
Because
Like
comicalized
they,
version chapter of Distortion Detective
yeah,
drawn by comic artist Mongo as proof of concept for stylization. Who's this? Okay.
it's a Moses.
Moses. Who the fuck is Moses? This record enough to just could execute you. in district court.
It's well, it's Distortion Detective. In short, he kinda messed up and filmed stuff in the N-Corp nest. And N-Corp, it's a big no-no filming stuff in the in their nest, so they send people to. It's a taboo for them. They send this dude to murder Moses, basically.
Run my mouth. Okay, do you want to take my So what do you want? First performance. Retrieving your that was recorded. So second, moving you Ezra and Yuria to three people that broke the taboo to N-Corp. Yuria is now guilty of violence. You don't immediately those break to how considered. Well, that's just how things are. But no one has been sent to Earth has ever returned to my knowledge. Dr. Moses I could decapitate you right now and store your head in a preservation cube. Then why aren't you doing so? Looks like I'm the only conscious person who has a lead in the whereabouts of the original, and you're running out of time. It seems it's my turn again. What happened to Ezra?
It's his college. It's his Dr. Watson.
I lost Ms. Ezra. She was a quick-witted one. What? They're taking turns telling information? I don't know how to get there though. What did you do with Uria's body? Can you figure out how to access the... This question is
Again,
not
it's chapter 19, so it's like in the middle of stuff.
I'm okay with Urias. I will only do...
By the way, he is grade 1 fixer, and he will do funny stuff. By the way, yeah, it's Yuria. She was turned into bear for a reason.
What is this? What is this bear opening?
It's sorta her ego.
Okay. This is related to Hex Nail? Oh, congrats,
I don't
Logan!
know.
Congrats, Logan. Okay.
Next panel is good.
Can you make some time and go back up to, if you must, we'll go up as yes. Your smoking pipe will be in my possession.
By the way, yeah, smoking pipe is ego of the Moses. So yeah. This panel.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, Moses is she, if you haven't noticed.
Huh?
Yes, I promised you a lot of genderly
Hello?
ambiguous
Wait.
characters.
She's Moses is a she? Hello?
Yes!
Hello? Hi? Sorry, guys, if you're wondering, I'm just reading super fast. I'm not reading it.
Yes, Moses is a she as far as I remember.
Okay, we're gonna do this right by
Yeah,
by going to the
chapter
first
one.
chapter. Don't do a me.
But yeah, as you see, like grade 1 fixers can jump from the high-rise
Okay,
high-rise
report
building.
chapter. Okay, we're going to chapter 1.
You can click black button or from here, yeah. It's
can-
also written in kinda weird way. Like maybe it's like weird translation from Korean, or it's just general style, but I'm not sure it's good for speed reading. Like I'm really not sure it's good for speed reading.
No, I can read really fast. It just doesn't have I
It
ever
just doesn't make sense.
I've read 796 pages less than 24 hours. I'm already
Then you
here.
will be okay.
Okay,
so
that's why I don't
I need-
when I'm left with a book, people can't talk to me because I'm just gonna be like reading too fast.
I haven't told. Okay.
No, it's okay. I'm already in the pianist part. So, if you guys want, my eyes are too fast for my mouth to read it, but I'll try to pace it so that. So who's talking right now? Are we gonna be told?
It's the Moses.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the main weirdness.
okay.
The style, it's not always clear who is talking.
It's a first person. Okay, it's like written like a report in Limbus where you have to read through the type of writing style to know what it is. Okay, distortion for the phenomenon. No one knows how it works, but experience so far suggests that this phenomenon is a manifestation of strong emotional desires and explosive surges of feelings. The pianist which wreak havoc on District 9 is known as one of the most notable cases of distortion. Not many are aware. Of course,
One second, I need to clear one thing up. This one is in between. This one in between after the fall of Elcor, but before the disappearance of the library. The library was a thing in this one existed.
So the library still existed here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It still exists.
I mean, I just want to understand the concept of distortion.
Library exists, but it plays literally no role until the very end, and it plays no role in short.
They're talking about balloon people. That's nice. Once again, I noticed it earlier than I see it in science advance. I do my best to warn people to take preventive measures before it manifests. Not my job. I was hired by a firm that lost several ascension incident. Hmm.
I have a feeling we are gonna run distortion detective campaign at the end.
The people who look up at the sky perhaps they get closer. Okay, I'm already here. Sorry. I'm really sorry. This is why it's kind of like not fun for me to be doing PDF reads because I read too fast.
You know, read in your own pace. I mean, it's free book, so
Oh yeah, I have to.
you can just post link and that's it.
Yeah, you guys can read along with me. So we're just trying to. Oh, I'm gonna change the title real quick. We're learning about distortion, but actually the thing. I don't think we should do a deep dive on distortion just yet. I'm just getting a gist of it that at least somebody can.
Yeah, sure. You can just read like chapter 1 or chapter 1 and chapter 2, and that's like few cases.
Yeah, the thing I want to establish with distortion is like how it plays into. If that's a way I can use for a hit on. If I can affect humanity with it. Learning.
I mean, distortions can be chunky. Like Penis murdered like 30,000 people and almost destroyed the nest. So you can affect a lot of stuff with distortion if you want.
Okay. Combine pieces of evidence as well as cause, explanation, understanding, acknowledgement. Ooh, they have a scientific method for it. Oversubmission. Is that why they're going through the distortion aspect? They could fully distort at this rate. False. Not considered solved if the subject regresses to a form that looks human enough to me. Delivery call center calls particularly have the largest exposure. Oh no, this is pain. This is relatable for those who worked in call centers. Customer support, ugh. Like, yet they had to endure heaps of insults from their clients even though they had there was no use lashing out to them. The clerks were treated like emotional garbage cans, hearing all kinds of abusive lies and even threats from clients. Service workers are compelled to put on a smile and a cheery voice while being a punching bag for others, having no way to vent out their own distress. Such stress would naturally accumulate over time. This resulted in their heads inflating like balloons, all the while they maintain a facade of serenity. They'd end up exploding once their stress reached a breaking point. From that point, my work is simple. I made a list of clerks whose held played me and sent that to the company. Those clerks then lost their jobs. The company didn't bother investing any time or effort into shrinking their heads. My work often ends when I can enter understanding and acknowledgement. Oh, such matters didn't concern my clients much. All they cared about is maintaining this abnormal status quo and evading responsibility for design, not the cost behind it. I suppose the same can be said to me. I can't help but keep thinking that we are all missing something important. I believe I'll be chasing after distortion for a while, and as every single thing appears distorted to my eyes. Right now I'm looking to a mirror. To my eyes, I'm the only one that doesn't appear distorted. In a world full of distorted people, could one person remain unchanged, be the distorted one? As I look at all the distorted people, distorted streets, distorted city, I become to think that the whole world is distorted. I'm a distortion detective! Woo! Okay, cool. Alright, so there are people who literally investigate these things. You idiot!
Yeah.
This is a different group, right? This isn't like tied to Limbus.
Yeah, it's an office. It's just a fixer office tied to the 7 association actually. The one your waifu is from.
Oh, cool.
It's detective. It's like English detectives and association. So yeah, it's fixer office. Moses
District
office.
14, nice.
Yeah, see, currently working for the 7 association.
Yep. Alright. They're dealing with a reptilian, right? Let's see. Stigma workshop product could work. It's just Dune.
burning.
Anyways. Oh, putang ina!
something.
Someone played a blurb that was really freaky. Hello, blueberry fritter. Thank you for that blurb. But also, what the fuck?
Uh,
That was a big what
Your
the fuck.
face was really, yeah, this.
Oh, I was horrified because it was like, what the? Someone's screaming in my ears. Zwei. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, Hell's Kitchen? This has a Hell's Kitchen relation?
No, probably not. Hell's Kitchen is like K-Corp goes wrong.
What's the most so it's plausible? Okay. What are
Hell's
they?
Kitchen is related to different thing. You will actually witness this thing Hell Kitchen related to later
Oh
on.
my god. Getting ready, assistant. We're going in. I'm giving no I cook thoughts to people to say, oh my god, this is a good fun thing. You've already killed.
Yeah, there's big creative potential with distortions.
Ah.
Also, urban beef is one of the like danger classifications.
A sentient case of the distortion is there. Self-comment. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So basically, majority of distortion detective is dealing with some distortions, but then there is an overall plot with some people. About campaign stuff, I believe you will be interested in reading
Okay.
last two chapters.
I will I'll leave the reading for now. The thing I wanna do a deep dive on is
One
the
second.
factions.
It's 1 second. It's 5 minutes. It can't be one of the factions. I just know you're gonna love it.
5
Open. Yeah. Open second to last chapter.
What number?
Click on the chapter 2. Last. Second to last. I can even like link you if you want.
For
This,
the to bring justice?
Hotel Laria. No, Hotel Laria. Sorry, 41.
Okay.
Next one.
Marksman of the oh no, is it a spoiler?
It doesn't matter much. You can later to the hotel. Like you can even skip it. I just want to show you the vampires.
Oh where?
A bit.
Psychoment. What is still?
Psychoment is ego. It's ego. He call ego Psychoment.
L Corp's nest. Oh, they went to L Corp. You.
Oh yeah, hotel.
Sorry, I'm kind of reading really fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Loooooore.
Tomato juice. Yeah.
Hana Association.
HANA Association is the most important association who rates. They basically give fixers their grades, like they evaluate the fixers.
Okay. I wonder if there's like a wiki, dedicated wiki. The one thing I hate about it, is there a...
Yes, yes, there is.
Oh, yes, I've been
it's
reading this at bright light, thank fuck.
It's I mean, it's all in Library of Ruina Wiki or in that document I sent it you, like that Steam guide. It has all the associations.
New D20 season from who? What new D20 system is on May 10th? I can stream it on Discord. What is this? What's this? What's this?
Oh, by the way, yeah, the money called Acht in the city. I don't know how it's pronounced. I don't remember, but yeah.
This is massive looking pipe. I have no problems with it, Mr. I have a...
Any moment now.
A distortion. It's a Chimisi! 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 Okay, sorry. Okay. Just so know you guys are, I'm freaking out. Vampire the Masquerade, there is a clan called Chimisi, which is known for flesh crafting. They literally morph flesh, blood, and bone. And when I saw one of the art that Yan showed, it reeked of Chimisi.
Yeah.
The fact
They also kinda do this.
Yeah,
some
the
of
blood
them,
vessels extend from the back of their necks and converge to one spot. Yeah, literally, I experienced firsthand. Fun story time when I played Masquerade. We had a player that was a Chimisi, and he was like, oh, I'm a Chimisi, I'm powerful. And then we countered another Chimisi, who literally slapped the player and turned him into a table.
Interface on intertable.
Yeah, so you can imagine like a fleshy body that just turned into a table, just being slapped on it. And we were all just shell shocked because like the clothes are still there, his eyeball, face, bone, but it was shaped into a table, and he was in so much pain. And it took a lot of his day to turn back.
One of the Bloodfiends, I think, made the castle out of 1,000 people.
Canondia, aka Candyland. Also, we went from OP to table. I want to play the system. Vampire the Masquerade is a different beast. I ran a campaign for it. I ran a campaign called Nightfall and Crestloon. I used Requiem. It is... God, the power plays there. Nervous left. I don't know if I'll ever run Vampire in the near future because I remember spending 2 years of my life running campaigns of vampire. So, but if there is interest to play clans, sure. I still gotta learn Pathfinder and stuff. Cyberpunk, yeah, I'm down to running it if you guys want. But you're welcome. I'm Lati Ilaguer. Vampires, blood fiends, stereotype form. Psychological thirst. Ah. Did she just melt her fucking pipe? Oh my god. This really reads like a high-powered Gen 3 or 2 Chimisi. Oh my god. Ever since the Pillar of Light illuminated city, the times have been changing. I held my pipe in my mouth again.
Okay, yeah, next chapter can be on interest of you two, and then we can move on other stuff.
Okay, alright.
It's like all building stuff about vampires next chapter too.
Alright, so, oh wait, no. Oh, yeah. The Blood Fiends? This one?
Also, yeah. So 42 blood fins. Also, the thing about Distortion Detective, it's unfinished at all, and Arthur dropped it and decided to make a visual novel instead.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
someday we will get a visual novel, Distortion Detective.
God, this reads like Chicago by Night or New Orleans. I'm like,
I mean,
like panic.
not now, but in general, I recommend Distortion Detective is good, both lore-wise and like as a novel.
I'm up against anymore like. Yup. There's this bloodlust that happens when you there are moments where you're gonna go in a frenzy. Yeah. I will have to say, I have a working theory that the game devs in Project Moon are huge World of Darkness gamers. That's my huge theory. Because like
It's
the fact,
very much possible.
like, it reads like a mage game. It reads like a vampire. Like someone has been playing for years. It feels like these are veteran players, and the fact that they play on the concept of like humanity, morality, and all that, it's definitely they've tapped into some World of Darkness. They had some influence somewhere. Family? Is that supposed to be some kind of roleplay? God. They're just like us. Oh no, neonates! There's neonates that showed up! That's Sod Hanji Huno. Oh yeah, this is yeah, somebody played Masquerade. They're using bloodlines and how you can be sired by literally transference of blood. I have a conspiracy theory, and I want to play in their table. Whoever's their GM, sign me the fuck up.
I mean, you probably have to learn Korean for this, but yeah.
Oh fuck, yeah, you're right. I don't know how it's Korean though. His yeah, there's a beast. Someone has been playing Masquerade. I can tell it. Like
Yeah.
it reeks. Like I can see all the mechanics. This
I can see the distortion. I can see
no,
World of
I mean, okay.
Darkness.
No, I can see World of Darkness everywhere in Project Moon. Wait, this one though. This guy reads like a ghoul. He reads like a ghoul. The fact that he can walk around in daytime and he has an inner beast. This is definitely a ghoul. He's not a blood fiend or like a vampire in a sense. Are blood fiends, although Ruskin isn't aware. Yeah, in their sleep. I feel like he's like a. There's also a Generation 13 one, which comes off as human, but they're blood fiends.
So Head is aware about Bloodfiends,
Oh,
but
they
don't
really
care.
cut it off in this pub. They cut it off on the decision to deal with Larier or Rusk. You don't want to deal with a Gen 2. I'm just saying, especially if you're like, if you are in their turf, you don't want to deal with it because, the amount of disadvantages.
Yeah, Head knows about Bloodfiends and doesn't care much until they cause troubles.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, one more thing I'm gonna look into is factions. Though,
Okay, the thing you haven't like seen. Okay, Wanderlab is strictly about Lobotomy Corporation. It has an interesting character that made it out, but it's Lobotomy
I won't
Corporation.
touch
But you don't
Lobotomy
really
Corp
need
for now.
to compare.
I
Yeah,
won't
you don't
touch
really
it.
need it to campaign. It's mainly some characters. That's it. Leviathan is Virgilius' backstory. Like straight up, it's Virgilius' backstory.
I'm just gonna look for a list of known associations for now. Oh, there's Rusk office.
Hey.
Jong's office. Okay, there's a lot of offices. Moses, hey! Moses is here.
Yeah.
So wait, this is a lot of offices. God damn it.
Yes, all of them, most of them are shown in Library of Ruina.
Okay. Card classes or
So most members of most of them were killed in the library. So yeah.
stars of the city.
Oh, by the way, yes, this is the threat classification of the all the stuff. It can be an organization. It
The
can
library
be a
eventually reaches the rank of impurity.
people.
Oh, that's a spoiler.
I mean, you know that the library got yanked by the head. That's basically it.
Olga. Okay. Salvador. I'm gonna look at this
If you
NPC list
want-
later.
Yeah, it's basically an NPC list, an organizations list.
Alright, I'll look at associations first. Hana, charge of all fixers, authorizes office requests, so this is helpful for me.
If you want to know how they look, let me know. There is pictures for all of them.
Fixer Workshop Stress Association. Zway. Signature Zwayhander in combat. Oh, this is who's Zway. I have an identity with this one, Zway.
Yep. Pretty much.
Is this waifu?
What waifu?
Which one?
No, waifu is 7 association. 7.
Okay, so this is 2. Tres is for workshop. She is assassins. As weight of death is equal to all. This sounds like a Thanatos group in Mage. Hello. Chink branch to the Reverb ensemble. Oh, so this is
Like
Okay.
Hana association peeps looks like this, for example. They're usually with spears, so but yeah,
Hold on.
in gold and
Wait. I just realized I didn't grind today. No! Curse work.
Uh,
Makes
Yeah.
me big sad. Ooh, that looks nice. Hold on, let me show people. Hold on. Eh. Can I show properly? Hello. Hey.
I like this. But yeah, they have a nanomachine, like they have nanomachine weapon. Basically, their weapon formed from wherever they want. Like they can do a kick and have a spear from the nanomachine formed
So
from their lab.
basically they're Terminators. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
They're also
No
like
machine.
Korean.
Hey, Kumo. Hi. We're just doing the. I'm just making another campaign. Totally,
Yeah. Yeah,
doing a lot of
here is
research.
7 Association. Also, funny coincidence.
Yeah.
So, a character of 7 Association we saw in Ruina called Dante. But I don't think this is the same Dante because it's not a big shot, it's some rando.
I mean, I don't think they'd want to make it obvious,
Yeah,
but
it's
it could be
so
somebody
obvious,
else.
and it was a random peep, like he doesn't have any dialogue.
I
It's
want,
just,
I want this
yeah.
outfit.
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Thank you for redeeming Cynthia.
Yeah.
Never gets old. Ophi Swiss. I wanna have the associations interact because I'm really a sucker for them.
You can also probably come up with your own associations if you want, because from 7 to 11 is uncovered ground. Like
Yeah.
the Zim is name in the language of the association culture. So you see, it's literally the numbers.
Mm-mm. I could make like a Filipino group called the Docena.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
5 fingers. This is the index. Hey, this is the one with Yan! This is the one with Yan! Protag Yan! This is funny. And the thumb. Okay. I do want. I'm trying to figure out now if there could be some quest related to the associates, because after reading
Yeah, sure.
Distortion Detective, there could be some play into that.
I linked the thumb for you, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I can link it again.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, it's okay. Hey, look at those boys with the red jackets. Oh yeah, I didn't show the old man though. This one. Yeah, look at that. Look at that Mixy man. And then look at this.
He is the capo, I think. Yeah.
The capo. Okay.
So capo, I don't remember now, but yeah.
Runa really opened up a lot of lore compared to Lobotomy Corp. Yeah, but
True.
again, I have to whip it back to Limbus. Because I don't want it to end up becoming a Library of Ruina campaign.
Okay, what more question do you like have in general?
Oh wait.
So wait, current status of the library. Angela is chilling somewhere in the ruins outside of the city with like 100 more people. That's it.
Associations.
Also, Angela is interested in learning what the heck is wrong with the city, but how she's gonna learn it, it's unknown. Up to you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question. What the fuck? The problem in the city, from what I can tell, it's kind of like just a typical dystopia. The backstreets,
Yeah.
the social class, upper class
But,
struggles.
like, Head
Has-
is very interested in maintaining the status quo, like exactly this status quo, and it probably have some sort of dark secret. We
And,
don't know what.
Yeah, the answering the dark secret, and like before the creation, so before the first and second, we understand abnormalities there were some mechanisms created by the head to keep the population. But before
Yeah,
that,
like
what were the existing threats? So I feel like this is where distortion plays in. There's a lot of distortions. I don't know if distortions came in
distortion
after.
came in after. Yeah, distortion came in after the fall of Lobotomy Corp.
Okay, so I guess
Because it was like redistribute light, the energy, but not all light, so it
So
worked
what was the
wrongly.
threat before lobotomy? Was it just like the social classes and stuff?
Usual social classes like people want more money,
Boba.
fight each other. Wait a
Boba
second.
lady.
No, not only this.
Boba lady.
Outside of the city, there are dangerous monsters, like
Boba
super
lady.
dangerous.
Also, the monsters
Like
were they are natural manifestations and they're not
we don't
created.
know. We don't know anything
Boba.
about the nature of these monsters
I like
yet.
the boba.
Like,
Boba lady.
yeah. So yeah, we don't know anything about these monsters. There are some people who explore the ruins.
Hey Kumo,
but
it's your
it's
clan.
super dangerous.
Boba lady's
Yeah, it's
Kumo. Boba lady's a Kumo clan. Boba lady. Kumo.
So yeah, city is a safe place from these monsters, from the dangers outside.
Okay, so I'll have to
by
think.
the way, another random fact about the city.
Mm-hmm.
City was built by not humans. City was built by some kind of robots. And then
Is that common
and
lore
then
for
had-
everybody? Is that common lore for everybody?
Mm, I'm not sure.
Okay,
But then had kicked them out. So yeah,
Okay.
there is that.
Oh, damn. Okay. So I think we are aware that the stuff outside of the city is a lot worse than abnormalities. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
definitely do a deep dive on the monsters.
We-
Wait.
We can't because we don't know anything about these monsters. Like
Yeah.
literally, we know they exist.
Yeah, because I definitely want to play into like more of the god machine thing. You've given me an idea with the prescripts. So that's I'm gonna have to establish the monsters and the differentiations with the abnormalities. That's another homework for me. The other thing I have to establish is the alien civilization that created the city. How they play into
Not
the bigger scope of
necessary-
things.
Like not necessarily alien. It's probably AI some sort of, because you know there's probably a reason.
Eldritch
Head
AI.
don't like- yeah, because there's a reason why Head don't like AI that much. Probably
Okay.
it's all just a theory, a game theory. But yeah.
A game theory. So much lore. But yes, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
short stream.
Okay,
I didn't want.
One more thing. One
go
more
ahead.
thing before we like end.
Mhm.
Okay, so remember Carmen from that short video? One who got turned into a brain in a jar.
Yes. The one that is a likeness to
Hey.
Angela.
Oh, she remained consciousness all of this time and kinda gave advice to Angela. Like Angela did the library thing because Carmen did such an advice. And
Okay.
Carmen got ascended to the light. She's part of it. So she kind of went a little bit crazy from all of this, and seems like all the distortion is literally Carmen job. She's thinking that distortion is way for humans to reveal their true selves.
Okay,
And
so it's Carmen's fault.
Yeah, it's
Well,
Carmen's
technically
fault.
it's A's
and-
fault for putting Carmen
Yeah,
into
yeah.
that situation. Okay.
Yeah, and if anyone again, people becomes distortion because they getting very stressed, and then Carmen like with her beautiful voice like, "Psst, psst,
Okay.
you need to accept your true self. Get,
Okay.
get
Okay.
that, unleash everything you got, and people distort.
Alright, yeah, that's good to know.
Oh yeah, that is that.
Okay, so that's good to know at least that there's Carmen's has a big role to play. I thought she was just brain bloop,
Yep,
but
That's That's
think
pretty
I
much it.
can.
Like, there's a lot of like small details, but the gist of it, you know
Yes.
everything.
Yes. Oh, just letting you guys know, even if I'm ending the stream right now, me and Yan are gonna be hanging out in Discord. He is a Discord streamer. He is in his Discord streamer era. So we're gonna be watching. I mean, I'm gonna be watching him playing Library of Ruina. If you guys wanna,
Yeah,
hang
I'm gonna
out,
replay it.
we're
I
gonna be in
haven't played for a long
Discord.
time.
Yeah. We're gonna be hanging out and watch Yan's stream, so you guys can check out the Discord. You can join us there. It is an open invite, as usual. He did some Stalker streams, and now he's doing Library of Ruina to help me appreciate more. Don't get me wrong, by the way, for everybody, I don't have beef against Library of Ruina. As much as I'm like trying to remove it from the narrative, I just want the campaign to be more solely focused on Limbus Company. Just
No, it makes total sense.
yeah, I don't, because like if I wanted to run a Library of Ruina campaign, I will run a Library of Ruina campaign. But I wanted to do a Limbus campaign first.
Library in the campaign is
Yeah, it's gonna be very
probably
intense.
would be completely different.
Yeah, it's
If
a
you
di-
probably
it's a
play
different
as
feel.
librarians, and yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah, I feel
But
like,
yeah,
and here's the fun thing: I might end up instead of God Machine, I'll end up using CTL because they have threads and
what is
contracts.
CTL?
Changeling the Lost, because our
Ah.
the Library of
Oh.
Ruina reads like Arcadia in terms of the contracts, social contracts, and knowledge is super important. How your emotions tie in, because like I know that Library of Ruina has a lot of talks of like your inner self and the emotion tie-ins. Like your powers in CTL are
Yes,
literally your
uh,
emotions. Like your
Yeah,
rage, your wrath, and stuff. Emotions, yeah.
Emotional level.
Yeah, so emotional level plays into CTL. That's why I really have a strong conspiracy theory that someone's been playing World of Darkness in that fucking game dev studio. Like that's my theory. That's my game theory. That's my conspiracy theory. But yeah, if you guys want to watch Ian, our resident Project Moon nerd, play Library of Ruina, we're gonna be in Discord for about until he needs to go to bed. So thank you, Yan, again for joining.
So it's like, so I think like 2.5 hours, something like this.
2.5 hours
Okay.
of fun gameplay, and I'm gonna be raiding out. I shall rest too. Yeah, go rest. Whoever needs to rest, especially those in the Philippines, don't be like me. Don't stay up too late like me. Don't be a me. But yeah, I will raid out to Bonebreaker. I know Bone's up, so let's raid Bonebreaker. I'll have Kumo go through his stuff. I'll just put in the raid message. So much lore. And it's just a theory. A game theory. That's gonna be the.
I forgot the trailer is.
Well, that's gonna be a raid message.
I will open the game later.
So yeah, here you go. This is the message to send to Bone. Let him know it was me. But yes, we're raiding out them, and thank you again for joining the super short, late recap Wednesday stream. We'll be playing Fallout on Saturday. If you guys want to join in, again, you can hop in on Discord. I'll give you guys the role to Fallout Pal so that you can observe an actual play in the private server. So yeah, we're gonna be having so much fun. The next stream is gonna be, well, congrats on the scissor, but yeah, the next stream I'm gonna do is Across the Obelisk with Bone and Blue on Saturday after the Fallout game. I'm gonna be streaming. So yeah, take care, guys. Let Bone know it was the sugar mama that was raiding him. Hehe. But yes, bye.
Bye. Okay. Are we live?